Hi first graders, welcome to Science with Miss Six. Today is Thursday, September 17th, 2020. In order to complete something, anything you do, you first need to follow some steps. When you're in the kitchen and you're cooking a meal, you have to do things by steps. First you heat the oven up, then you're going to prep the food, then you're going to add the ingredients, then you're going to stir. So you do things in steps, one at a time. And just like when you're playing Legos and you have to build something, you have to do that in steps. You can't just all of a sudden, I want to build a spaceship, and then boom, there's a spaceship. No, you have to follow little steps. First build the bottom, the top, the middle, put on the decorations. So everything that we do, we have to go in steps. So today we're going to be talking about something that uses steps. It says, today I will learn about the scientific method and the process scientists follow to conduct an experiment. And that sounds like a lot, but the scientific method is just following steps. So every time I say scientific method, we're going to do steps. Scientific method. Scientific method. So that just follows steps. Observation is when you look at something closely, and you can use your five senses. Sometimes you're not looking with your eyes. You may look with your hands. What else are your other five senses? Your hearing, your smell. Those are all things that you can use to take in information as you observe. The next step is hypothesis. This is when you use the information from your observations and you have to come up with an idea of what you think will happen in your experiment. So we're going to go hypothesis. That's when you're thinking, just like my little Bitmoji's thinking. She's coming up with an idea. And then lastly, we have our conclusion, and that's the end of a process. And you can see my Bitmoji's going, done, like she's happy she's done. So those are the steps. We have ask a question. That's your making an observation, looking around. Then you make a hypothesis. Then you do the experiment, write down your results, and then you're done. That's your conclusion. Those are the steps of the scientific method. So here's a video of a Brain Pop video of the scientific method, and our friends will explain that more to you. So you're going to watch that video. And then lastly, the assignment says, let me move myself. The assignment says you're watching this video, done. Then you're going to watch our friends Annie and Moby explain the scientific method. And then you're going to do this drag and drop assignment. And remember, with drag and drop, you're clicking on it and then you hold down and move your finger to drag it where you want it to go. And it says, which is the first step in the scientific method? What is the first step? Let's look. I can help you out a little bit. So here's our steps right here. First, scientists need to ask a question. Then they we'll do this. They need to ask a question. Then they need to make a hypothesis. That's an idea. Then they do the experiment. And that can be, sometimes they're in a lab and they use their science tools. Remember we talked about microscopes and different kinds of tools. That's how that's where they'll use those tools, is in the experiment. Then they'll write down their results, write down what happened in the experiment, and lastly, conclusion. Yes. So that's your assignment for today. Thank y'all so much for all of your hard work, and it's the end of the week, so thank you again for doing so much on Google Classroom, and I can't wait to see you in our live Zooms. Bye!